explore. With regular meditation practice, what we're doing, we get to know about ourselves. All relationships, for example, are mirrors to how we think and feel. There is a mirror of present moment, mirror of judgment, mirror of childhood loss, mirror of past life loss, mirror of how you are engaged with your parents, mirror of looking into the dark side. They are telling us that what I am experiencing with people is basically the way I think and feel, the kind of beliefs I carry, the kind of experience I had in my past. Everything that I attract in my life is based on the thought I have. Yet, we seem to point, and since we seem to think that we are only this body and the bones and molecules, and I'm born here, and so you are my husband, you're my son, so you must do this way because we have developed a mind that is through the culture and religion, the society, and based on that set of rules and guidelines, we go with it. And so with that notion, we try to change others to gain a happiness. It doesn't happen. When we start exploring, step back and explore that to gain happiness is not to change others, to change your thought. The 7 mirrors of relationships, 7 Essenes, mirrors of relationships coming from these ancient Essenes, masters. It's telling us that it is not outside, it's inside. We understand it. Knowing yourself means knowing about all of these things. How do I carry my thought? What's my present moment thought? What beliefs I carry, which is mirror of judgment. You judge somebody, then you're bringing that kind of people in front of you. Childhood loss. I never got love in childhood. I never got that acceptance from my parents. So I tend to now gravitate towards people who accept me pretty easily because I'm looking for that. That's how we attract people, as long as they're accepting us for small thing to big thing. And they may be looking for something else in you, and so it becomes a perfect match. We attract people and situations based on what we carry. And so knowing ourselves means to know all of that. When we meditate and when we are exploring, when we are becoming that, when we're dropping essentially the conscious mind of all thoughts, so then we are slowly looking into our subconscious and then looking into the superconscious, the collective aspect. So we will determine, when you look from that angle, determine what's the purpose, what gives me satisfaction. If every material thing has a purpose, we also should be having a purpose. Is life real? Is life real? What is real? We acquire everything, dear friends. You know it. An object that we say is object is merely an interpretation as it reflects into our mind based on what we are conditioned to give it a name. You know that. An object outside does not exist. It really exists in our retina. Retina is a screen, and it is projected, and then it is interpreted by the mind based on a set of meanings that we're given to ourselves. Then only it exists, otherwise it does not exist. The goal of meditation is to explore the invisible, to know more because we are that invisible. Now, from understanding from quantum field, we know we are this 99.99% energy. We're going to have a session on quantum field next Tuesday. Understand these aspects a little more because we referred to it quite a few times. So if we are this 99.99% that stuff, which is energy, and we only a little bit matter, and we say, let me go beyond matter to explore myself, to know more of who I am. And so then we start understanding the concept of mind, conscious, subconscious, superconscious, the concept of thought creating reality. We start experimenting We start looking into people that we can converse because they're not physically there, but then energetically they're still present because matter to energy doesn't disappear anywhere. So they are there. We sure will know more about ourselves by looking into all our thought, because everything is a representation of our past and potential future. So the books that we give get us in different directions. Some are scientific nature, talking from a science perspective. Some are more spiritual in nature. Just the existence of it. For example, Richard Bach, one of the books I'm sure is recommended in there, in Illusions, talks about the mark of your ignorance, the mark of your belief in injustice and tragedy is the depth of your ignorance. The mark of your belief in injustice and tragedy is the depth of your ignorance. Or vice versa, I might be mixing up. If we believe there is injustice and tragedy, then he's saying that then we are ignorant of the whole creation. If we believe there is injustice and tragedy, they were ignorant of the creation. We must explore, proceed. I have come to the conclusion. I have come to the conclusion that that belief is a wrong belief. Everything is created through the thought, your whole principle, then the question of injustice and tragedy comes from where? And everybody is consciousness, deep inside. Then how could it be tragedy to some consciousness and while no tragedy to you? Because everything is an experience. This is where we go. We become, everything is an experience. We understand this. So then we stop attaching positive, negative, and all of them. Slowly, meditation is going to move us into those states. What was grossly negative become very acceptable. With a different understanding as we understand more about how that we're all equal, we're all the same, we're all that infinitely powerful. We're all here experiencing ourselves. But of course, first we'll fix the body, fix the mind, we get all the material stuff. You fix the relationships. All of these are essential to get to a calm mind to think through many of these aspects. Meditation in a pursuit to understand how is improving our health, which is physical health, mental health, and some abilities so that we are the energy in the physical body and then mental abilities increases them so that now we are fully fit, fully active, fully passionate about doing things. One of them is this enabling many several feel-good hormones. Newsletter, the today's wisdom note will carry about them, explain them. It's really mentioning what is there, it's really that reward chemical. You know, the neural glue that we're talking about, that's called neuropeptide or hormone chemical. So when your thought process is changing, generally you're thinking about positively about your life and your stress is removed. That is the basis for everything, dear friends. One side, stress is removed, negativity is gone. Another side, you become positive as you understand more. That's why it's important to read more, to know more about the creation. Your children are not your children. They have chosen you as parents to come and experience. Khalil Gibran. What does it mean? Your children are not your children. They've come here. They chose you as parents. They come here to experience their life. So then we recognize, step back and say, okay, so we all are creating our own life designs. We all are making our choices. So let me not be possessive about them to push my agenda through them, into them. My agenda is my notion that success means an engineer, success means a doctor. Success means that you must study and have a postgraduate degree. The moment we understand this, we become free. We become free, respect. We become free from that stress and tension that they're not studying, they're not doing this, they're not respecting elders. They don't do anything that I always have done. We become free. You still guide them, but we become free of it if they don't do it. You still guide them, but don't do it, we become free. We always guide everybody towards a model of happiness that we feel is the highest for us. Always guide. When education was giving more happiness, so we start guiding people to get educated. Because more happiness, more choices to make, more ways to enjoy life. So education, we ask people to get educated from farming or whatever. Because it's just a mind stuff, which is far more larger. When we start doing service and we feel like services gives me even more happiness, then we encourage people to go and do service. It's not always we're talking about things that give us highest model of pleasure. That's what we share by default. So we continue to guide our children, but we won't force on stuff because we recognize that they have their choice to make. We allow them to make the choice. So these chemicals literally are produced in our body when we regularly meditate. So our thought process changes. We no longer hold on to the child and say, you must do this way. And so say, okay, my child is doing, it releases stress. My child is doing great. So from when you release that tension, you automatically again going back to feel good about your life. The tension about child is they can't feel good about life. Now that feeling good about life is translating towards a better hormone production. Simple. Their feeling good about life is producing better hormone production. So meditators, they've seen it. A reward chemical, dopamine, is required. One of the chemicals that greatly helps in de-addiction process. The love chemical, which is bonding, by default, this oxytocin chemical is sort of makes you feel like, okay, let's be considerate. Let's be friends with them. Okay, no point trying to argue with them. It's okay, let's allow them to have their viewpoint. So what happens? Just because they said something, I don't become that. That's because they countered me in my review. My work doesn't go waste. So we say, okay, allow them to have their point. It's fine. We don't have to prove points. So love chemicals sort of helping us to bind with others. The serotonin mood chemical, mood changer. We have come from office with tensed. And so what do we do today? We do yoga. So let's say you go for a walk quickly, right? Running, we produce a lot of that chemical. To get over the mood shifting, we go for a run. And so instantly you do meditation. When you do meditation, it's not only serotonin getting produced, but you've also endorphins produced, you got dopamine produced, you got oxytocin produced. It's a package. There's something called anandamide that also gets produced to make you towards feel more blissful. Think about it. If I do my run, I'm producing serotonin. But if I do meditation at the same time, I'm producing several other things also. If I do meditation for the same duration, I'm producing several other things also. When I do tasks, every time I finish a task, then I feel good. That's the dopamine is produced. A reward chemical is produced, you feel good. It is produced when you meditate. So then we stop being harsh to ourselves when we don't finish certain things that we wanted to finish. You see, we put a list of tasks and we can't finish them, and we are harsh and say, I just can't seem to do small things also. They're harsh. But with meditation, we let go of that feeling. It's not escaping. With meditation, the willpower to drive to do things will continue to be also there. But at least we'll let go. We set goals, but we don't necessarily harp on if we didn't meet the goals. The goals are there to channelize the energy, but we enjoy the journey, and then we assess where we are with the goal, and if it didn't happen, so then we take more time, whatever. But the world is not coming to an end if the goal was not met. We're happy with if we met 60 or 70%, we're able to understand it. So the reward chemical is there, the love chemical is there, the mood changer is there, and then pain relief chemical is there. And so, friends, in general, we are feeling good about life for no reason. We're able to tolerate the illnesses. We're able to switch to moods when people upset us. By default, tend to be friendly with people, and then we tend to elevate ourselves. We're able to inspire ourselves, motivate ourselves because the reward chemical is there. It motivates us. Suppose your life is taken over by people and environment. Suppose I'm a person working in a service industry. The government or the environment expects me to work from morning 5 o'clock to night 7 and then still be on the page. The call, anytime call comes, I must go because there's not adequate resources, and so I'm on the call. So this life seems to be not in my control. It seems happening. It's happening because somebody else has taken over my life. This is when addictions are coming. When we don't have control, when we don't know how to deal with it, so then we start escaping to something else. But with meditation, friends, that escape mechanism to get some rewards, to feel good, is happening through dopamine. And in many ways, people are avoiding to get addicted or lose sense of, avoid to go into depressions and stuff when we don't have control of life. It's helping to stop. There's several studies on these. That eocinstitute.org is the best bet. It's got all documented about, for example, they talk about de-addiction, 90% effective. 90% effective. 90% people got de-addicted in just less than 3 months when they used meditation for de-addiction compared to medication. The medication was only less than 50, whereas more than 90% got de-addicted in 3 months. The 90% reduced alcohol intake and drug intake. So we'll go into a meditation once again, which seems to be making the twin effect of removal of stress and then improvement of thought. It seems to make the difference. Having these two is making a huge difference to the way our body is working. So go to the meditation once again. We are practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal, friends, is to empty the mind. Let me put up the chart here. Goal is to empty the mind and observe a breath. Our mind becomes empty. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, relax your body and remove the specs and close your eyes. Observe your breath anywhere in the nose as a reference point. When you observe, mind becomes empty. As mind is empty, you experience energy, that emptiness, where maybe sensations, be a witness to them. In case you have thought, attention back to the breath again and observe. Called breath mindfulness meditation. We're also doing a process called heart elevation before this. Just follow my guidance for it. Very easy to follow. And today, while we've been since yesterday and since Tuesday, visualizing and dreaming, I'd like us to go today whole hog for emptiness. As we explore emptiness and be in that empty state of mind and that visualization process that I wanted us to do, I'd like you to practice on yourself at home. After the meditation, I don't know, sometime during the day. Relax your body, dear friends. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart and connect with this heart center. Become aware of its beat and rhythm. Feel that energy of this beautiful heart, this center, the seat of all emotions. Feel it, dear friends. Connect with it. Appreciate it. Love it. This center is helping thrive all life with its energies of love, joy, gratitude, compassion. Recollect and experience from your past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, enormous compassion, kindness. Relive that moment. Relive that experience and fill up your heart center with that energy. And allow yourself to radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth to heal the planet, to heal everybody, to heal yourself. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. The more we experience these energies of love, compassion, the more coherent we become with each other, with our planet Earth. with this universe, with that quantum feel of unlimited. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. When we observe our breath, the mind becomes empty. As our mind is becoming empty, we channelize all that energy into the gender's present moment. Our body functions at its natural best. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. When we empty our mind of all thought, we move away from matter. We experience that endless depth of that emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, that blackness, where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy, that quantum field of energy with limitless possibilities. the longer we stay aware of this emptiness and energy, the more open we become, the more unlimited we experience. If you are in thought, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly find that emptiness all around. This is the field of energy. This is the field of consciousness. This is the field of wisdom. Relax your body
Gratitude before me.
Feel your body.
Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Recollect your experiences from the session.
I'm so grateful.
And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then you may open your eyes.
Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me.
Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. We went longer, just on emptiness. I still request you to take time to do that 10 minutes of imagination about that future life experience supported by a great body. We'll add more to it as we go to the next week, but let's take those 10 minutes to dream about and creating an experience. And so then we create the body. So today, Fridays, we are going into the smaller breakout rooms to interact. Yesterday, there was beautiful interaction. After the session, there's a lot of questions, a lot of experience sharing. We all learn together. Please do take time to participate. And when you participate, it's definitely helping somebody, but it's first helping us. It just creates a momentum of energy around. Our goal of this program is to actually make friends, because meditation is best practiced together with few people. We exchange notes, we exchange experiences, we just support each other. That becomes a new group that supports us emotionally. So the WhatsApp groups are there, and then when you interact and then you like somebody sharing, and eventually we connect, and you can always reach out to them and then make those friends. And we know that several people are doing it. So please do make use of it rather than being a stranger and then trying to stay away. You can jump in to make some good friends. And everybody's intention is to help others, nothing more. Anusha madam is there. I'm making an announcement today or tomorrow.
Today will make, sir.
Yes.
Namaste, Chandra sir. Thank you very much for wonderful meditation today. Namaste, friends. Good morning. Great afternoon and wonderful evening to all of you. I am Anusha, associated with Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation for the last 2.5 years. I'm enjoying my journey with Buddha Seva. Friends, I take this opportunity to thank all the donors contributed towards Buddha Seva programs, Buddha Seva magazine, and support to third-party organizations during 23rd December to 19th January. The gold sponsor contributed 1 lakh was Sheetal Pawar, and silver sponsors contributed 50,000 are Alekhya Pulamasetti, Sanat Pulamasetti, Sumalata Sarvepalli, Sudhakar Venkata Bhimarasetti, and Karthik. And the bronze sponsors contributed 25,000 are Rakesh Jalumane, Swapna Giri Pragada. And the donors contributed 5,000 and above are Anil Devata, Mukesh Kumar Chauhan, Ratanvel Sennimalai, MTK Textiles, Anup Luthar, DLS Sresti, and Anil Rankha. I thank all the donors who have contributed other amounts too during this period. Our immense gratitude to all the donors for contributing towards all the projects. Thank you all.
Thank you, Alisha Madam. I really thank everyone who's supporting us in these pursuits. We have several dreams, and then we will do a monthly connect first Sunday of next month. We'll restore that, and we will do that the first Sunday of next month to talk about what we are doing and where we are going as a non-profit. When we thank, on this occasion, I thank Karthikeyan sir, Ramani sir and SVB sir as our mentors, and then several leaders who come forward, several of you come forward to make these programs lively by sharing, giving your time, volunteer time, and many things. Thank you. We'll go into breakout rooms and look forward to several interactions with your facilitators, and I am joining a room to interact. Lalita, please initiate it. In 30 seconds, you'll be placed into the rooms. Thank you.
Friends who are watching us from YouTube Live, you can directly join to the Zoom session to participate in these breakout rooms. We highly encourage that so that you can have participate in the interactive discussions as well. Because from here after, the live will be stopped. Thank you all.